Hello and welcome everyone to Chicken Police. We are at the Tsar Club and we have to find our way inside so we can talk to Natasha. Now first let's... Oh, Lewis is here. Let's talk to the people outside, look around and see if we can make our way inside.
Hey, that's your old friend, right? Wait, what was his name? Lawrence? Lamar? No, Liam.
Lewis.
Close enough?
Yes, it's him.
To be honest, Sonny, I always thought that guy's not all there in the head.
Nobody's perfectly sane in Clawville, Marty. But if not for this old rabbit, I wouldn't be here today. I'll never forget that.
Should I thank him for that?
Or kill him for it.
You're reading my mind, boss.
Okay, can we talk to him?
Sonny, my dear friend.
Hi, Lewis. This is my partner. But I'm sure you already know.
You have no idea how happy I am to meet you, Mr. Marty. I'm a big admirer of your work.
Pleasure's all mine, Lawrence.
Lawrence? Anyways, so, the legendary Chicken Police back together? Isn't it amazing news?
Don't ruffle my feathers, Lewis. Those days are long gone. We're just here for the entertainment.
I see. Well, that's a shame.
See you inside?
I have something to do, my pal, but I'll try to make it for the main event.
Okay.
Okay then. Catch you later, pal.
I'll talk to the lady.
Seeing this, I can't wait for the show.
The girls?
New Year's Eve's once a year, right? And we're not on duty.
Have I asked how Laura's doing?
Whoa, hey, I was just kidding, okay? My relationship with Laura is unwavering, like the rhino beauty on this picture.
Interesting taste you've got.
Feathers,
Okay.
scales, or dermal armor, a lady's a lady, my friend.
Thermal armor.
Thank the wild gods for self-sacrificing gentlemen like you.
Okay.
My city is on fire. This is it. It was on the flyer from Deborah. Maybe we'll get to hear it, if we're unlucky. From none other than our secret employer, Natasha Katsenko.
A job with benefits, huh?
Don't be tasteless.
Oh, I get it now. The title. Do you think it's about the Great Fire of Clawville?
Did you ever think of being a detective?
Very funny.
I like these two.
One day, neon signs will cover the whole world, I'm telling you.
You read that in some kind of science fiction book?
No, it's just what I think.
Oh, so you have your own thoughts now. The world's really moving forward.
Pluck off, Sonny.
Oh boy.
Do you remember when the Clawville Chronicle was a really high-quality newspaper?
You mean when they wrote something about us daily?
Yeah. What exactly happened to them?
Well, they got bored with us, Marty. And to be honest, so did I.
But still, here we are working together again. Funny, huh?
Yeah, hilarious.
What a codex update, so let's check that out. Clawville Chronicle. The Clawville Chronicle is the most read and highest quality newspaper in the city. It's so famous that it's also being read beyond Clawville's borders and not just in the colonies. This was the paper that first published an article about the two heroic roosters, also known the Chicken Police. The article was written by Timothy Saltwater, the seagull journalist who has since become somewhat of a legend himself. Interesting.
Huh, I like this.
Why is that?
I don't know. 'Cause it's moving, I guess.
You're a simple bird, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
Whoa, look at that. Isn't that the new...
It is, Marty. A brand new 942 Silver Hawk. Haven't seen such beauty since I left Iveria.
Of all that's furry, whose is it?
Maybe it's Ibn Wessler's.
Could be.
I guess he's no paper tiger.
Yeah, he sounds like a fellow who drives around in one of these. Lucky bastard.
Another codex update. Bavaria. A country inhabited exclusively by birds. It's a picturesque modern place governed by a democratic parliament. It's bordered by 2 seas and its economy is built mostly on air transport, commerce, and its aerial military. The country is on neutral terms with almost every other nation, and except for the Great Meat War, had kept this standpoint all throughout known history. Okay. I think it's time to talk to... Oh, now we can talk to the stock lady.
I think these types of women only see faceless tuxedos, cufflinks, and wallets. And in the mirror, they're just brooches, necklaces, and earrings.
Don't be so radical, Marty. They're women. They live by different rules.
That was kind of deep.
It's not. Just bullshit. There's more where that came from.
Ooh, teach me, master.
When you're old and wise like me, you'll realize none of it is worth a damn thing.
Wait, that was deep again, right?
Maybe it was, Marty. Maybe it was.
Amazing.
Okay, let's talk to the bouncer.
Jeez, look at that guy.
That's not a guy. That's a demon. Straight from the dog-eared pages of a cheap detective novel.
Yeah, I bet his name's Bill.
Nah, he's definitely a Bob.
A ball.
$5 for Bill?
Okay, I'm in.
Okay, we have a bad guy.
Howdy, pal.
Gentlemen, how can I help you on this wonderful, chilly night?
We're expected in the VIP lounge.
My apologies, but I don't remember ever seeing you gentlemen here before. May I ask?
Stop right there, big guy. I get it. Yeah, I know exactly how this works. So what do you have to do to get in?
Nothing's easier, sir. Are you on the list?
The list? Yeah, I've,
So, I mean, I should be there.
Don't tell me you forgot.
I'm afraid I did, Marty. Sorry, big guy, but I'm pretty sure we're not on the list tonight.
That's a shame. I'm really sorry, sirs. In that case, you can't come in.
Yeah, right. Thanks.
My pleasure, gentlemen.
Gentlemen. We can ask him some things, though. Should we... Ooh. Okay. Don't want to trigger anything bad.
Look, I really don't want any trouble, but...
It is even more inconvenient for me, sir, but this place doesn't like coppers. Forgive this slang. I can't let just anybody in, and there are some I'm strictly forbidden to. Please, you have to understand.
Listen here, you cow. Do you have any idea who we are? You ever read the papers?
Of course, I know who you are, sir. I read the news and more, and I must admit it's an honor to meet you in person, Mr. Santino Featherland and Mr. Marty MacChicken. The Bell of the Pantheress is one of my favorite books.
Oh my God, not the books again.
So it would be terribly inconvenient for me if I had to use force on you, gentlemen.
What did you just say?
Oh.
Relax, Marty.
Calm
This
down,
guy
Marty.
has chicks like you for breakfast. Thanks for the information, pal. Have a nice night.
Thank you for understanding, gentlemen, and forgive me for my austere composition.
No problem, Shakespeare.
Yeah. You know Lewis?
Say, big guy, you know Mr. Lewis Hayworth?
But of course, Mr. Hayworth is an impeccable gentleman, and also a frequent
Interesting.
visitor of the club.
Is that so? Good to know. And?
I'm afraid that is all, monsieur.
What about Natasha Katsanka?
What can you tell me about the first lady of the place, big guy?
You mean Miss Natasha Katsenko, sir?
You're right on point, pal.
Nothing you don't know already, sir.
Just try me.
Well, she owns the place.
And, that's it? Well, that's, unbelievable.
Pardon, monsieur, but I'm not permitted to say anything more.
Okay, so how do we get past him?
Just one more thing. This list of yours, where should we sign up again?
I'm afraid if you don't know, it's not my place to tell you, sir. Excusez-moi, the regulations, you know.
You hear that, Sonny?
I do, Marty. I do.
I'm gonna lose my crest from this guy. Just wait.
Just don't get too excited, Marty. Not tonight. Anyway, thanks, pal.
All right, maybe Lewis can help us.
Look, Lewis, that bouncer over there.
Well, yes. He is a bit intimidating, but his manners are impeccable. Am I right?
That's true.
Yes, indeed, but it seems tonight we're not on his list.
Oh, I see. Oh, I get it. I get it. You'd like to go in, but he won't let you.
That's correct. You should be a detective too, Lewis.
Yeah, something like that.
No, no problem at all. Come with me. I'll talk to him.
Much obliged, pal.
Okay.
Yeah, thanks, Bunny.
Excuse me.
Ah, jeez, what the hell's wrong with you, Marty?
What? Did I say something wrong?
Oh, I guess we know. This?
Sir,
Oh, yeah, okay.
how'd you do?
Everything's fine, Mr. Aworth.
Good. Look, this noble pair of pigeons are my friends. They're on the list, okay?
L'archulamonge, sir.
And as for
He
you,
has a lot of pull.
you owe me
I'm,
one, gentleman.
getting a little bit suspicious of Lewis, honestly. Like, what if this is all just an act with us stuttering and all? I don't know. I'm a little suspicious now. Like, he seems to be very influential
Thanks, old pal.
for someone who just owns a rundown hotel.
It was my pleasure to help you, as always.
Let's go inside.
The jazz overwhelmed us. There was no band in sight, yet the music seeped from the walls like years of cigarette smoke and the smell of spilt whiskey. Behind the bar, rows of fancy bottles reflected the harmonious voices of pretty dames and the clinking of crystal glass. It was the kind of place that makes you drunk, even if you've never had a sip. A dangerous place for someone like me. No matter how alien I felt, it was strangely like coming home. Welcome to the Tsar. Well, here we are.
Mother of...
I take you to the nicest places, eh, sweetheart?
Oh, does it mean you're buying, honey?
Don't even think about it.
I like the dynamic
men
between
these days.
the two.
I have a hunch he won't be hard to find. Let's mingle and try to avoid suspicion.
Okay.
Just like always.
No, Marty, not like always. This time it's for real.
Okay. Big buck. Ooh. Nice. Look at that horse. I don't even know if it's a horse, but look at it. I don't know why it's cracking me up so much.
Look, Sonny, I know it's not my place, but Laura's father went to that guy when his, problems had gone too far.
You're treading on thin ice, Marty.
It's okay, we just need
No,
a
I
little
just-
pick-me-up.
Look, fellas at the station are talking, All kinds of things. Moses, Plato, Bosco, and the others.
Talking, eh? About what? About why Blood Boil took my badge? About what an untrustworthy alcoholic wreck I am?
Look, I'm sorry, it doesn't matter.
Good. And let it stay that way.
At least we're cracking this one together, yeah?
Sure, Marty.
Okay, we got the whiskey. Gold needle.
Come to daddy, darling.
Anything updated here? Nope.
Calling booze darling, it's kind of weird, don't you think?
Says someone who calls his gun collection his harem.
I mean,
Touché. I'll shut it.
Good birdie.
we all have our... Okay, why is he staring at me? You're freaking me out, dude.
Hey, there's Fillmore.
Who? Oh, yes. Fillmore. Because that's what he calls himself, right?
You know him well?
We had some seriously wild cases together, yes. Mainly in Averia, way before Clawville. Another place and another life.
Sounds good. Like the blurb of some cheap pulp fiction book.
Yeah, it was the exact opposite. But the old bird's worth saying hi to.
Okay, Fillmore. Please stop staring at me. You're freaking me out, Fillmore.
Well, well, if it isn't the great detective, Marlowe.
Blow me, Sonny. You know I don't use that name anymore.
Okay, Mr. Dumbass alias Phil Marlowe.
So says someone who tried to go undercover with a feather pillow mafia is a turkey. Right, Mr. Turk Cayman?
Jesus Christ.
Hey, that was a long time ago. I was young.
And I stick to my principles and my stupidity. Phil Marlowe, and that's that. Don't rile me up, you old fart.
Okay, fair enough. Sorry, I'm a little clucked tonight.
I know the feeling, pal. By the way, what are you two doing here? You stick out a bit. Are you here for a good old-fashioned beating?
We stick out? Man, you look terrible. Like someone who sat on an electric pole.
Don't even ask. I feel exactly like that.
You want a case?
5 feet tall, half of that legs. Angelic voice, demonic eyes, just the usual.
Oh, boy.
And you?
Something like that. Just don't know the exact numbers yet. A dame named Natasha. She called us here. If I'm not mistaken, the joint is hers.
Yeah, she owns the joint, amongst others. Well, good luck, guys. That broad has a reputation. She's not the kind to toy with, if you know what I mean.
Any useful information?
We got the sense that she is quite dangerous.
For free?
Stop clucking around, Fillmore.
All right, but just because of the old days. Look for me after you've talked to her. You wouldn't understand what I have to say about her before then. Don't leave unless you're thrown out, in which case, you know the drill. We don't know each other, I'll deny you in a blink.
Good to see you too, old pal. We'll be back.
Oh, didn't want to trigger a cutscene. Oh, okay. Something happened. Stop staring at me, dude.
She has pretty long legs. I mean, pretty and long legs for a squirrel, but I don't want to be prejudiced.
We're not here to stare at pretty squirrels. We're here to investigate, remember?
No quarrel with a squirrel. Up to the bar.
2 whiskeys, kid, and no horsing around.
The hair is just...
I've never heard that one before. Sonny, you gotta drive, you know?
Yeah, you're right, Marty. Hey, Longface, give me a glass of tap water too, okay?
Yes, sir. Coming right up. That wasn't exactly what I meant.
Gonna ask him some questions, though.
Tell me, hey breath, have you seen
Why are we
Natasha
so rude?
tonight?
Not yet, sir, but she's coming on soon.
Well, can you tell me anything about Mr. Ibn Wessler?
Sir, I don't want to.
What about, let's see, $5 maybe?
But, sir, you haven't even paid for your drinks yet. Yeah, stop riding on the details, Big Nose. You do your job, and we'll do ours, okay?
I mean, we're not here for work, of course. We're just here to relax.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Just a little fun. Of course, gentlemen.
Okay. Ah, that hair. Okay.
So, where the hell is Natasha?
Well, let's ask that stud over there with those nice gals.
That guy looks way too horny for my taste.
Oh, man, your sense of humor is bad as ever.
You just need to get used to it again.
What
That's the stage.
I was hoping to have missed the main event.
You're a rusty old cock, that's why.
So says the little butt jam.
But what? That's not even a word.
It is now, all because of you. You should feel honored. Butt jam.
You know, Sonny, sometimes you're like an evil little child.
Okay. Box fella.
A fox is a wolf who sends flowers.
What?
Oh, nothing. I read it somewhere.
Fascinating. I didn't know you could read.
Ha ha ha. Very funny.
Llama, okay. Henchman and Ibn. Olivia.
That woman with Ibn, I think I know her from somewhere.
Yeah?
Maybe in your dreams, pal.
Now, before we talk to him, I do wanna... Phil Marlowe, an absolutely average, forgettable guy, and my own old acquaintance from Averia. Filmer, the name he goes by nowadays, is an old comrade from before the Clawville times. He's one of the best private eyes in the city, and just like most of them, he gets into trouble with the law pretty often. Yet he's one of the very few people who can still be trusted in Clawville. Anything else? Seem that way? Yep, let's talk to Ibn.
Isn't that?
Yes, it is. The great Ibn Wessler, in the flesh. So much for our incognito.
You think he noticed us?
Only if he's not entirely blind.
Great.
Oh, let's first check out the movie poster. This done for hire?
Oh, I know this fodder guy. He was kinda good in Death of the Horse.
You've seen every clucking movie.
You know, Laura and I go to the movies a lot. When was the last time you went?
Exactly 12 years ago.
Whoa, you remember that precisely? Let me guess. Molly?
Yep, our very first date.
I see. What did you watch?
I don't remember. I just remember her. And nothing else.
You're a clucking poet. I mean it.
Well, here we go.
Just act nonchalant, my friend.
Keep calm, don't shoot him.
No, it can't be.
What now?
Is that Olivia?
No, Marty.
Hey, Olivia.
Uh-oh.
Are you talking to me?
It's me, Marty MacChicken.
Oh, God.
What a pleasant surprise. The roaster coppers in person.
Chickenpolice. But yeah, Mr. Wessler, you could say so. The name's
Sonny Featherland, of course, of course. Chickenpolice. Your partner is, he is,
Marty MacChicken, sir. I just introduced myself to your lady companion seconds ago.
Oh yeah. I'm so happy to see you.
Hello, boys.
So, to what do we owe this
So who
pleasure,
is Olivia?
gentlemen?
Yeah, so, we were, just in the neighborhood, and...
Cut the crap, Marty. All right, we're here for your sweetheart, Natasha.
Oh, I see.
No big deal. Just a blackmail thing.
Just a blackmail
You know,
thing.
horrifying threats written on the wall with blood red paint. The usual stuff. You must be familiar with this kind of thing.
Oh yeah, indeed. It's, nasty business. But I didn't know Natasha hired a detective because of this simple matter, but to be honest, I understand. I would have taken matters into my own hands, you see. But I'm kind of busy.
Mr. Wessler had a meeting with Attorney General Hamtaro yesterday, so he's rather tired. If you would excuse us.
Oh, dear Olivia, it's okay. These gentlemen are just doing their job, right? And if I've heard correctly, they're notoriously thorough. So, how can I help you?
We've got a few questions, if you don't mind.
I'm at your service.
Okay, so who is Olivia? Let's wanna... Olivia, there. Olivia Blackwing. Unusually tall and slim for a crow, she is quiet and mysterious. Olivia is currently Ibn Wessler's assistant and escort. Finding out whether there's anything other than a working relationship between Mrs. Crow and Mr. Rat could prove valuable. Don't find anything out about... Marty and her definitely seem to have some history.
Nice bunker you got here.
Well, thank you, but it's not mine. Not anymore. But I'm sure you already know that. Listen, detective. If you want to know something, please ask straight, huh?
All right, Mr. Wessler, let's make this a bit more professional.
We will do that, but I want to
I'm not
first
as
go
exciting
through
as
these.
people tend to believe. I grew up in a poor family of many siblings. I'm the only one still alive, unfortunately. My career started with a shoe store, and now, here I am.
I wouldn't call that an average life. Shoe store owner to mob boss.
True.
How dare you speak to Mr. Wessler like that?
Leave it, Olivia, dear. It's just provocation.
I'm sorry if I offended you, Mr. Wessler. Shall we talk about something else?
Do you know Lewis?
Everybody knows Mr. Hayworth. He's an antique piece of furniture in this city, so to speak.
Only a bit worn out.
It's not my fault that he's so much in debt, detective, but the name of his family still rings quite loud in
interesting, okay.
Clawville.
Is that still worth anything?
So he's almost like baiting royalty.
The name is just their name, of course, but the man behind the name is another matter, Mr. Featherland.
You're a pragmatic rat.
Thank you.
Can you tell me more about Natasha?
Look, detective, if you want to know something, just ask.
All right, Mr. Wessler.
About Olivia.
Has your assistant been working for you long?
Are you talking about me?
Yes, I'm talking about you, ma'am.
Let me answer your question then. I've been in Mr. Wessler's employment for 6 months. Why do you ask?
Oh, just routine questioning, you know. Most of them aren't good for anything. Just killing time.
It sounded rude to me.
Yeah, please forgive her, detective. Olivia's a real firecracker.
Seems so. Well, I think it's time for questioning.
Wessler's a tricky guy. Unfortunately, I don't know enough about him, so I have to be cunning. I can't just pin him against a wall. Yet.
Oh, I'm excited. I'm excited for these. We're a little bit in the minus. It's tricky. So how did you feel when you heard about the blackmail?
How did you feel when you heard about the blackmail?
Honestly, I found it ridiculous.
And now?
Now I'm kinda interested. But I wouldn't call it blackmail yet. They're just empty threats. There were no demands.
Good point.
Yeah,
Thank
that's
you.
a good point.
Are we done?
No, not quite.
Just getting
I'm
started.
sorry to hear that.
Okay, +5. Why didn't you just call the police?
Why didn't you just call the police?
Huh? Why? What would have been the use of that? A few messages aren't enough for a case. You should know
I
that.
didn't want to ask directly
Harassment
about
makes
his
for a case. So do threats.
business.
Who were you trying to convince, Sonny? Huh? They would have laughed in my face. Anyway, you know, the police station. Once I set foot in there, I'm not coming out again.
Your lawyers are too good for that, Ibn.
Yeah, I guess you're right, chicken.
Ooh, -15. Ooh, Why would anyone have a reason to blackmail your girl?
Why would anyone have reason to blackmail your girlfriend?
I don't know, maybe because she's my girlfriend?
You think that's enough?
It's plenty enough.
Good point.
Oh, are you finally getting to a point? Or do you really want to dig around in my private life? Because, people who do that end up in the alley. If you catch my drift.
Very much so, Mr. Wessler.
I don't know if this is going
Wessler is tougher than I thought. And he's secretive. It's time to gently beat around the bush.
Okay, +10, okay. Simply beat around the bush. You spend a lot of time here?
Do you spend a lot of your time here?
That's a strange question, you know.
Humor me.
Of course I spend a lot of time here. I'm here every time Natasha performs. Sadly, yeah, it's getting rarer.
Is it compatible with your other businesses?
Huh? What? Writing threatening messages and hiding them?
I didn't say that.
You're sly for a foul, Featherland. But this ain't your territory, is it?
I guess not, Mr. Wessler.
Okay, we gained some though. Is business going well? So I don't want to be too direct. So, business going well?
Business going well, Mr. Wessler?
Depends on which one.
Real estate, catering, charity, protection, extortion, bribing cops, contraband, the usual.
Funny guy.
How are the casinos?
Fine, thank you. Gambling has always been a good business. Luck is expensive around here.
Damn, if only I knew that. I heard gambling was illegal.
And I've heard you're not on the force at the moment.
Then it seems we have a fair fight.
On uneven ground, Mr. Featherland. I'm not sure I'd stand on it for long, if I were you.
That was candid.
I try to be clear.
Very clear. But we gained a little bit. Well, of these two, let's go with this. Is everything alright between you and Natasha?
Is everything all right between you and Natasha?
Yeah, you don't beat around the bush, do you? Understandable, I guess. Naturally, our relationship is stable and perfect. I'm the setting, she's the gemstone. If you know what I mean.
I rarely hear such poetry, but I understand exactly what you mean, Mr. Wessler.
So, you have your answer.
No recent friction?
Wouldn't you like to know?
It would make my job easier.
It would only lead you astray. So be glad that I tell you no. No friction.
Ibn is quick-tempered, and I can use that to my advantage. I've confounded and softened him with my previous questions. Now it's time to be specific and ruthless.
Alright. Specific and ruthless. Okay, the mob boss and the pussycat, eh? How did you even meet?
The mob boss and the pussycat, eh? How did you even meet?
Huh? Are you trying to piss me off, Corpora, so I accidentally let some big secret slip out, huh?
A simple answer would work.
You know, Natasha, she's both connoisseur and muse. So, how was it? When was it exactly?
You don't remember? That's strange.
Ah, yeah. The millions, of course. It was like another lifetime. It happened right here. Only this place was called the Millions back then. She was a dancer. Behind the scenes, I arranged opportunities for her on the big stage. Yeah, maybe she still doesn't know it was me. Then one day, I invited her for a drink with a promise that if she was willing to meet me, I'd buy the place for her.
Interesting.
I guess she was willing.
The next day, she had the club in her name.
Well, that is romantic.
There are many kinds of romance, Birdman. There's cheap and there's expensive. You get what you can afford.
Okay. That is interesting. So it all started in the Millions, and we don't really know much about Natasha's past before she became the household star at the Millions. You live in the same house as Natasha.
Do you live in the same house as Natasha?
Oh, you're really something. Natasha's a free woman, but mostly, yeah, at my place in Gold Town. But she has her own kind of a weekend house.
How often does she use the weekend house?
Yeah, every other weekend, roughly.
I see. That's very important information.
Okay.
Yeah, if you say so.
Doing pretty well. So Natasha feels like she's in grave danger, yet she's still going out
So
alone.
Natasha feels like she's in grave danger, yet she's still going out alone.
Yeah, I know what you're getting at. But I'm 100% sure of her loyalty. She's gone out very rarely since this started, and mostly in my company. Yeah, you know, I'm not sure if you do, but in our social circles, banquets and dinners are frequent.
Illegal gambling nights.
You got me there. Yeah, you're right. Natasha is crazy about the roulette wheel.
Always putting it all on the red, right?
Yeah, you're a real rotten bastard, Sonny. Although, yeah, always on the red. You're right.
So, can we meet your lady?
I don't see why not. But first, please, listen to her sing. She's on soon.
Okay. Okay, let's see. Again, 90%. Ooh, again, true detective. Nailing it.
Thank you for your time. We'll be seeing you.
I have no doubt about that, unfortunately.
Hey, we should grab a coffee or something, Olivia. You know, for old time's sake.
Oh, were they a pair?
Pleasure to meet you, gentlemen. Goodbye.
Oh,
Marty.
Please, take a seat. The show's gonna start soon.
All right.
Sonny. Sonny.
Chloe's still lying in my bed, and it's dead.
That was, unique.
Quite unique, I would say. But I think also a very good time for a break before we continue with this wonderful game. I'm having a great time with the Chicken Police. Very curious about where this case goes. I really like the characters, I really like the style of the game, the atmosphere it presents. That was pretty awesome. So, if you liked the episode, please give the video a like, maybe consider subscribing to the channel, share the video with friends, family, and the people on the internet. Also, if you want to go the extra mile in supporting the channel, please check out the Patreon link down below. That all helps me out a whole bunch and will bring you more content in the future. I will be back with more Chicken Police tomorrow. Until then, have a great time.